Hello everyone. I'm going to be showing you the bond blueprint mat now. I will link it below. It will take you to my fourth wall account. Trash truck, interesting. It will take you. Not everyone you lose is a loss is going to be the theme of this reading. Anyways, and when the loss, when the trash takes itself out, hypothetically speaking, it makes space for something better. That's what this reading is going to be. Anywho, I'll link it below. It'll take you to my fourth wall account. And on my Stan store, there's a free resource where it breaks down all the lines and explains how to use the mats. Okay, so let's get started. The connection. The connection. So think for yourself. Maybe this is new. Maybe this is someone you know. Give yourself a minute to kind of sit with it and see what comes to the forefront as what this should mean to you. So the origin point of this connection. And I'm going to read this as not just romance. So if you want to think coworker or investor or friend, think I'm going to word it a way that it's not just going to be romance. So anyways, the origin of the connection. Divine timing. Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands, the Devil, all reversed. There's nothing to worry about if there is a delay. What's yours is yours, and the Devil's in reverse, so he can't stop it. There's no... What God has ordained for you will be yours in the timing that he also chose. So this is the origin point feels to be built on. This is like something that God ordained, something that your higher self is like, yes, we need this for kind of here to restore hope or to prove why you kept hopeful. So something important about divine timing, which correlates in my brain with patience. So maybe there's a lack of patience or a desire to rush right now, but whatever this connection is cannot be rushed. Karmic ties. The contract clause. It's the contract clause. All in reverse, Ace of Wands, Queen of Wands, and the Moon. It can't start until both parties are all the way ready for it. Or all the parties are all the way ready for it. You know those things on the boardwalk where you shoot the water gun into the target and it fills the little cylinder up, and then when it gets to the top, it rings and you get a prize? All of the cylinders had to be full of all of the parties involved in whatever this is. It could not start before. It could not start before. The emotional currents. The heart frequency. Heart frequency. A resurrection and a restoration of self-trust, specifically by taking away any of the factors that were preventing or diluting self-trust before. Heart frequency is a process of removal of projections of other people that made you doubt yourself. So all parties had to face all different projections so that they saw themselves clearly, fully, and truly, and were not deluded or misled or misinterpreted because of the projections of others. Like a full identification of what's my energy and what's not, which means that all the parties in this are likely coming from some period of hermit mode, like I need to be alone to figure out what's my energy and what's not type of feeling or type of environment. Soul lessons. Number 3, vulnerability. Vulnerability. Can you hold your calm in chaos? When you're in a season of desire, are you going to accept less than what you deserve because there is a desire present? Have you overcome ego desires, and can you decipher what's a blessing from God and what is a illusion of a blessing that really is just serving as a bandage to cover up a wound, because if you heal the wound, you advance. So it's almost like the adversary, this guy, was giving you band-aids and being like, here, I'm so great. Here's a band-aid. Give me your time or your energy because I'm giving you a band-aid. But really, the band-aid wasn't serving you because it was time to let that wound heal. That's this. That was the vulnerability. The vulnerability was, am I ready to leave a comfort zone and face the healing while staying balanced? For all parties. Energetic exchange. The soul imprint. The soul imprint. This is a group that was always, or a couple or whatever, that was always meant to come together. This was sabotaged. Trauma and pain needed, again, because all parties needed to be fully ready. Any unresolved trauma could not exist without being brought into the light. It doesn't have to be 100% healed. You don't have to be perfect, but it has to be that you're willing to address every and all shadows head on without hesitating or facing away because of whatever the dynamic of this requires. So it was always meant to be where this came together, but it was meant to come together from a place of intentional preparedness. Car. And you're ready. Or you're getting ready. You're driving there. Everyone that's watching this has a different length left to go. But if you're seeing this, you're in the car. You're on the way there. Turning points. Catalyst event. What will be the catalyst event that will let you know that this is about to come in or change? Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, both reversed, and Ace of Swords. A conversation that brings healing and clarity. Feels direct. A direct conversation that brings healing and clarity. Now, that doesn't have to be with the person. It doesn't mean that someone new is going to come in and give you healing and clarity. It means you're going to have a conversation with someone that you're going to be like, wow, I got a lot of healing and clarity from that very direct conversation. That is a sign that whatever this bond is coming in shortly after. Integration phase. The lesson anchored. What's the lesson anchored here? Lesson anchored. The power was always inside of you. You just didn't see it always. This wasn't a matter of you being punished for X amount of time without this bond or without this connection or without this manifestation. This was more of, you are the one who healed. You are the one who faced the shadows. You are the one who did the work. There was a period of time where you didn't know that that's what you had to do, or you weren't doing it yet, or you weren't engaging in it fully, or you weren't being consistent enough with it. You needed to show yourself that you always had the power to do this before this bond came in, so that you didn't give credit to the bond, but each of you in the bond gave credit to yourselves for the effort it took to get there. And when everyone knows that they paid the price to be there, no one's going to jeopardize their spot. That's this. The power was always in you. You just had to see it for yourself. That's the lesson anchored. And it feels like that's in relation to a mother wound, lack of nurture wound, abandonment wound, something along those lines. You learned to be that for yourself, irregardless of someone else who should have played the role of giving that to you in the past, and they didn't. You didn't have the example of how to become that for yourself. You made the example and then became it. That's each of the people in this group's storyline to some degree. The gateways. The liberation gate. Interesting. The liberation gate. This section, I have heart gate, mind gate, will gate, truth gate, shadow gate, spirit gate, union gate, and liberation gate. That's my favorite section. I just wanted to tell you that. Okay. You fought for this. You went into the darkness and became aware of your own light. Because at first, when you were in the darkness, you were panicking and you're like, I can see the lights coming from somewhere. I just need to find it. And then after you calmed down, you were like, oh, it's coming from inside. And you've been then calmly on the journey out of the maze. And at the edge of this maze, at the exit, is this partnership. And I kid you not, I just split the deck to the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And then we have the Hierophant on the other side. So God ordained this, whatever this is, when this comes in. You'll know. And this may be a current connection that increases into something else once this level of awareness is reached. But this is what, if you're seeing this and you're aligned with this is what's being strived for right now. This is what's unfolding. Different timelines for everyone, but you're in the car. So, beep, beep. Okay. Not there yet, but you're in the car. A decision has been made that is going to unlock some kind of magic. And maybe it's just you accepting, hey, that sounds good. I'll follow the path. So that is the bond blueprint. I will link it below. Again, there's a resource in my Stan store that breaks down how to use it. Thank you for watching.